and thank you for tuning in to see this unboxing of the AV-8B Harrier II Plus by Ulmer Models, their very first tool-in. I was lucky I was sent this kit as a thank you for featuring their models on my Beyond the Sprue channel previously, and I thought it would be common decency to share the kit with you guys, especially as it's not quite available at the time of filming. So the box is a large box. It comes with 3 scheme options, and there's quite a lot of sprues inside. And these are the 3 scheme options, A, B and C. There's some QR codes on the side. They take you to their Facebook pages and various social media pages. The box art is rather nice, and the whole kit feels like quality. So when you open the box, you receive a nice letter, and this is addressed to everybody who gets the model kit, and if you buy it, you can read that yourself. There are approximately 20 bags of sprues, and yeah, there's quite a lot of plastic, and one box with a separate bit in. And straight away I was hit with the quality of the plastic and the wings and airfoils, and just the attention to detail. There's no flash that I could see anywhere at all, and absolutely it's really crisp, and it's certainly on a par with Tamiya on their quality of plastic. Very impressive all round. The detail on the whole is extremely good. There was not one loose part in any bag, and it was impressive. I was blown away. I was extremely pleased. So filming these unboxing videos is actually quite hard, so I thought I would do some close-up sprue shots of the various different parts on the sprues. And obviously we've got some seats and cockpit details coming through at the moment. So the plastic's extremely well made, and the molds are crisp and brilliant. The vector thrust jet and flame baffle in the picture is good quality, and it is in one piece, so you haven't got to make that up, and that's just lovely. There's been a lot of slide mold usage, and this has really paid them dividends because the quality of the plastic and the kit is very high. And here you can see the slide mold with the fuselage, and it's put together really well. And on the top there, my finger is the raised rivets, and then you've also got the sunken rivets as well. And it's just the attention to detail is extremely good. And here I'm examining the inlet, and you can have the option of having them open or closed, which is great. And again, the attention to detail is first class throughout the kit. In this shot, I'm just trying to demonstrate that it's so fine, that little wheel, and every one of those holes is clear with no flash, and you can see through them in the daylight. These one-piece moldings are just a godsend. Really going to get some nice fits, and it's going to look really good as a finished kit. And the clear parts, absolutely fantastic. There's no seam lines, there's no flash, it's crisp, and it's first class. Really is very good. And the wheel set is in one piece as well, which is just fantastic, and also with flattened surface, so to give the illusion of the weight of the aircraft. So in the kit, there's a 3D cockpit, some masks, some metal parts, and some photo etch. And here the masks are slightly different to normal, where they've already sort of been taken away and they just left with the mask itself. Fantastic. There's a couple of metal parts, and here we have the photo etch. There's not a lot of it, thank goodness for that. I can hardly pick it up. And that's back to front, Jim. There we go, that's better. And he's got it. So there we are, that's all the photo etch there is, just the tiniest little bits there. And then the 3D cockpit, which a lot of people will want to see. I'll just fast forward this because it's actually quite boring watching people get stuff out of plastic bags. And here we are. So it's very difficult to get close up, so I've given you a still shot. That's about what it looks like. It's as good as it gets. And my only critique of the kit is that cockpit does let it down very slightly. I feel the detail could be just slightly better. And incidentally, if you don't know who I am, I'm the scale model. My name is Jim, and I do regular scale model updates on my channel, which you can see on screen there. So there are 3 scheme options, and here we have scheme A. And this scheme is set aboard the USS Bonhomme Richard and set in February 2016. This is scheme A. And scheme B is set in Iraq, the Ahmed Al-Jabba Air Base in Iraq, 2003. That's scheme B. And scheme C was set in Bahrain in March to October 2019, the Isa Air Base. So the instructions are good. It's in colour. It starts off with the normal caution and the list of references, which you need to familiarise yourself with. Some new ones on there for guys who are familiar with model making. Colour callouts on the various parts. We'll cover the colours shortly. And the instruction booklet is, on the whole, pretty good. Some of the English is a little bit, it's there, you can make out what they're saying, perhaps not quite the way we would put it, so the translation is not 100% fantastic, but it's not particularly confusing either, if that makes sense. It's like, if I was writing it, I wouldn't put it that way, like inorganic gun condition, maybe that's a thing. I'm not that familiar with Harriers, but overall it's very good, very clear, and you've got clear instructions step by step all the way. There's quite a lot of steps. There are a number of sprues. And various parts are highlighted and boxed out, so to bring your attention to those parts. So as you can see, a good clear instructions, nicely called out. As we get to the back, there's the parts section, shows you which sprues are there and the parts. Then we get on to how to assemble the cockpit with either the transfers, water stickers they call them, or the Lambo cockpit itself. Then we have colour callouts for Mr. Harrier Tamiya ammo, and how to put on the masks. And that pretty much ends the instruction booklet. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, drop me a like and subscribe if you haven't, and you keep up to date with the scale model world. Very much hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.